Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
Yep, we back.
Happy Monday.
Just like that. Happy Monday.
It is almost... Is this the last Monday of April? No. One more. Oh, no, I think it is.
It might be,
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the last Monday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And we are back. Oh, my
Yes,
gosh.
we are.
Charles, this dog, I swear to God. So, you just came from a new gym. You want to share a little about that? Check it out.
UFC Gym? Yeah, I went to go check it out with a friend of mine.
So it's called the UFC Gym.
Yes.
Is it a normal person's gym?
Yes, it is.
It's just a normal person's gym.
And they have one section where you could do your cross training. You know what I mean? And they have some bags hanging. Then they have another room behind that with more bags hanging. And they teach a class there. Like you do their style bag class. I saw him doing it today. Instructor teaching. So, but it's a normal style. Yes, it's not like a fight gym. It's just.
So it's like a City Sports.
Yes, except with the UFC's name. And I'm sure they're probably like a franchise type of gym.
That's what I was curious about.
Yeah.
Just like a normal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then have a whole, near the front, they have a whole recovery. Like, that. What's that, red light? Whatever, something.
Red light therapy?
Yeah, they got that there, cryotherapy.
Oh, they have cryo.
And I saw some people laying down, laying back with some these things over their legs.
Oh, the compression things.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
They're probably like a notch above City Sports.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not too far up there. They're not like a premier club like that. Nice machines, nice squatting, deadlifting area. They use the rubber weights so you can slam the weights down, which I like.
Oh.
For deadlifters.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Mm-hmm. And have the wooden floor. Yeah. So, because, the iron damages the floor.
So that's why CrossFit gyms have rubber weights.
Yes.
I never really thought about that.
Yes, because sometimes they'll deadlift it up and then release it. They don't,
because they
go back
lift
down.
a lot, sometimes really heavy weights.
They're just all about concentric.
So interesting.
Like in powerlifting competitions, I believe, you just deadlift the weight up. You let it go once you hit your lift.
You do, and then it bounces. You're right.
You let it go. You don't try to. It's dangerous going back down.
It's actually more. We learned this actually in our NASA.
Yes.
It is a more challenging movement to go down than up.
Yeah.
So when you're stepping up onto a stair stepper or something, it's fine. But stepping down, that's the more challenging movement.
Mm-hmm.
Is the downward.
Yes.
Because of stabilization.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. So even going downstairs versus going upstairs is more difficult.
Yes. Doesn't seem that way, but it is.
Yeah. You'd think you're going down. You're getting closer to the ground.
Gravity. I know.
But yeah, it's.
But you miss a step going down, and that could be it for you.
Yeah.
That could be that last step you ever take in your
life. Yeah, you know
life.
what's interesting is my dad's hospice nurse said statistically they lose more of their patients to falls at the end of life than them succumbing to their illness.
Crazy.
Because as they continue to get more ill, they struggle with strength and balance.
Yes.
And a simple thing as going to the bathroom will kill them.
Like my father, he struggles. I don't know how he gets up and down the stairs because he struggles with his balance.
If you can prevent falls, your loved one can live longer. Take the precautions, prevent falling.
And this is what we talked about, not to get way off subject. I think maybe a podcast or two ago. That's very important as you get older. Balance is super important.
Yeah.
And strength training. You want to keep your body, your kinetic chain strong.
Yeah.
So you are balanced. Or if you do fall off balance, you can catch yourself. You're strong enough.
Yes. So my dad, he's always been a strong man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said that what saved him from a few falls, because he has tripped a few times over the past year. He's had an issue where a near serious fall.
Oh, yeah?
And he said what has helped him was his ability to move quickly.
Catch himself.
Yes. To make a quick movement.
Yes.
And he's not slow.
If I trip, if I'm walking on the sidewalk and I hit I don't know, there's a sidewalk that's sticking up and I hit it and almost fall. I don't fall. I just keep going forward till I get my balance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Keep
That's
going.
What I do.
Don't
you
try to
going.
stop your fall. Just keep going.
Go with
try to regain it. Yes, go with it. You learn. Go with the motion.
Kind of the same thing with driving, right? If you try to counter correct something too quickly, what do? You overcorrect in the other direction. That's when you flip.
That's when you flip.
Yeah.
You're right.
I know. Remember that one time I was coming home in the rain. I hit a pothole in the pouring rain on 680, and my car lost control And instead, because you had always told me what to do, my instinct wanted to grab the wheel and get control of the car.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, I let go and took my foot off the gas. And I didn't slam on the brake. You've always told me don't slam on the brake.
Mm-mm.
So I didn't. I just let my foot off the gas.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also let my hands off the steering wheel, and my car fixed itself. It adjusted itself.
Man, I wish we had you were recording that.
Well,
whole
I
thing.
know, but I had a witness.
Yeah.
And because when he came up, we pulled over because his car ended up swerving to get out of my way.
Yeah.
And hit an embankment. Probably caused some damage to his car, and so he came up to my car after we were all stopped, and he was just more concerned, like, are you okay? Like, I thought for sure your car was gonna
You about to witness something? Yeah. Especially SUV.
He was shocked.
Especially SUVs.
Yeah, and
SUVs
he didn't even
always
want to exchange insurance or anything. I was like, "Is your car okay?" He's all, "No, it's fine." Just we didn't even exchange insurance because I didn't know I didn't hit him.
Yeah.
But I was a cause of the accident.
Yeah.
And because he hit the dirt on the side.
Shit.
But he was more concerned for my well-being. But he just thought that was crazy. So he said that the car was swerving back and forth. Like it was going, it lost control. But it was because it was raining.
Yeah.
But again, I know we got totally off topic there.
Yes.
But it's because I didn't try to correct, really. I kind of just went. I let it go. I went with it.
You let be. Like you always say, you just let it take its course. And it self-corrected, and you didn't slam on the brakes, or you didn't try to self-correct.
What I wanted to do was hold the steering wheel, turn it back in the other direction, and slam on the brakes. That was what I wanted to do.
And that's what people do and flip over.
Yeah.
Because it's all about energy, inertia.
If I hadn't have done the exact right thing in that scenario, I might not be here today, because it was serious weather, serious speed, and everything. I was going, 65. I was probably going the speed limit because it was a pretty rainy day, so I probably wasn't speeding. But those potholes on 680.
Mm-hmm. Horrible. It's jacked right now.
And if you don't see it, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
I remember every time I drove past that area, I get a weird feeling ugh, because that could have been the site of my death.
Crazy.
It was scary. I was kind of had a fear of driving in the rain for quite a while.
I bet.
I don't love driving in the rain, but I had a fear, a PTSD kind of fear.
That's always tell you, if you could drive, remember when it was hella raining, I said, just take the streets to your class. There's no reason to get on the highway.
Yeah.
Take the streets,
I also like to not be in a hurry for that reason. I like to just give myself plenty of time, be chill.
So you're not rushing.
So I'm not rushing to make a stupid mistake. I almost missed my exit. If I miss my exit, no big deal. I'll just go get it on the next one.
People literally kill themselves over missing their exit. Try to force
I see it all the time.
Try to get off, and then boom, before you know, they're flipping over.
If you're in the Bay Area, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
On 280, the exit to get off to go to Stevens Creek, Valley Fair, Santana Row area.
17. You think you can go to Oakland that way? 17 or,
go to 17,
or Santa Cruz.
Oakland.
Or Valley Fair.
Or get off to go to Valley Fair.
Yeah.
Be very careful right there, because there is everybody swerves all over the place. What's going on out there?
Yes. They're either trying to get off 280 to get onto 17, or they make a last minute decision from 17 onto 280. They're just... I've seen a car flip there one time, and I said, what a...
Well, I've seen a lot of people swerve like crazy, go over the bumps and everything. Yeah. I haven't seen anyone get in an accident, though, but I've seen... if you look at the road right there, you see all the craziness. You see tire marks up on the guardrail.
I don't know why
that crazy stuff's happening.
You missed your exit. Listen, guys, you missed your exit. That's it. You missed it. Go to the next one. Turn around.
Yeah.
Don't risk trying to get off at the last second and kill somebody or kill yourself. It's not worth it.
I do not understand it.
For what? To save yourself 5 minutes? It's not worth it. It's just
all right. On another topic, I was listening to something that was talking about the end of an era. People are predicting that shopping malls, traditional malls, are going to be gone within 20 years, completely gone. And they're already shutting down left and right. In middle America and stuff, there's really sad. There's malls, entire malls that are just empty, dilapidated structures.
Nobody just wants to.
Because people shop online.
Yeah.
Because kids are into social media. They're not into going to the mall with their friends.
No, you're right. It's a whole different era. Yeah. That's not like what we used to do. Go to the mall, hang out, meet people. Remember, it was like a thing to do.
The mall is like, yes, it's like sheer entertainment.
Yeah,
I love
man.
the mall.
Yeah.
But it's changing. And I do recall when I went to Wisconsin with Alyssa for a competition, like, maybe that was like 6 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mall that gave me that feeling there. I went, there was a few stores still open.
Yeah.
But most of it was shut down, and it looked so, like, eerie. Very eerie. Now, I have heard that some towns are turning their shopping malls into, like, micro apartments inside.
I was about to say, yeah.
Like, where they would have, like, a community bathrooms,
That's
community
smart.
showers, and turning them into, like, little apartments.
Yeah. Affordable.
Like cheap, affordable apartments.
Because this country's getting too damn expensive, man. They need to cheapen things.
But it made me sad to think about the end of malls. Because, like, I still, like, I don't go to the mall very often, but it used to be part of my life big time.
I think, yeah. This depends where you're from. I don't know if it's going to completely different from California. I think there'll always be, like, outside type of shopping.
No, I think there's going to be more of that.
Food, yeah.
Notice how that's like the Santana Row style or
Yes.
the Grove in LA.
Grove in LA. Palo Alto Mall. It's kind of an outdoorsy mall.
Yeah. But like malls like Oak Ridge, Valley Fair, the actual mall, that is changing because it's very expensive for stores inside of a mall. I don't know if you guys realize how it works in a mall, but
the rent alone. The rent alone.
Yeah, but the rent plus your profits. You have to provide the mall owners with gross receipts, and you have a negotiated profit share. You share profits with them. Why are they gonna? It's not just baked into your rent. They're marketing people to come to their mall. They pay for the parking lots. They pay for everything.
I see. I
so
didn't know
you
that.
have to share your profits.
I
with
did not
them.
know that. I thought you just pay. You
have
fair
deals.
share, your rent.
No.
Wow.
No.
I never knew that.
No. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So go online. You save yourself. You always say like no overhead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's no internet, no light bill, no rent. No profit sharing. There's a lot of things you can avoid.
So stores can't afford the mall anymore. So they're they're all doing alternate methods, and then like the malls can't fill up the space. So if they have too many empty spots, guess what? They can't pay the bills, and there go the malls.
Man, and a lot of brands are just dying off. A lot of brands that we grew up with are just going away.
Well,
like Macy's is almost gone. They're hanging on by thin.
Who shops in Macy's? I can't
Exactly.
believe there's no way Macy's is profitable. There's no way.
Like 80s,
Macy's is
90s, maybe below
probably-
2000s, Macy's was the one, but not no more.
Macy's is probably owned by a huge like conglomerate, and
Yeah.
the stores of Macy's are probably helping them to be with the write-offs.
I just learned something about that. So, not to get off topic, but Bellator, MMA, they're owned by Paramount or something. Paramount's super rich, and they don't profit.
Yeah.
And I go, why would you have an organization? Because it's right. You said right.
Yeah.
It helps. It balances something off. Checks and
Yeah.
balances. It's
Yeah.
write-offs. And they have these $1 million tournaments in Bellator. Like, where are they getting this money? They don't have no pay-per-view points, no nothing. So nothing adds up. We know in MMA something's not adding up. But that part right there, what you said, they're owned by a bigger conglomerate, and it's basically a
Yeah,
write-off.
it's got to be something like
Yes.
that. Because there's no way. We walk through Macy's a lot of times to get through the mall,
Yes.
to get to the mall in Valley Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I never see people like. I just see merchandise that looks old and dusty.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's refreshed. I don't feel like people are truly shopping there.
It's just the end of an era. It's just what used to be the cool stuff.
Yeah, because you can get things on Amazon.
Cheaper.
You know, like Kohl's, they're going to end up closing shop.
Yeah, they're not going
Kohl's
to
is
survive.
overpriced crap, and you could get it so much cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah.
Kohl's is infamous, and to me, it's like illegal what they do, I believe. They pump up prices and then offer 40% off sales all the time, but their prices are
inflated. So they purposely inflated,
and that's
so
illegal.
It looks
do
and
that.
it looks like they're pretending to give you a sale, but they're not.
Right, or
And that's
they're
illegal?
not really. It is not. Yeah, that's not
Really?
allowed actually.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Damn, you're teaching me all kinds of new things.
Yeah,
on
you're
here.
not allowed to do that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I don't know like what the rules are for in-store, but the internet, like
What,
e-commerce.
like they're going out of business sales stores that do that once in a while? You know, I'm talking about those radio stores, but they're really not going out of business.
They never go out of business?
No, it's
You're
just
not. It's technically a violation. I know e-commerce, there's a lot of like rules for e-commerce because a lot of stores, well, let me tell you what they do. I used to have a store.
You know the game.
They pump up the price when they put it on sale. So they'll be like, okay, say they'll have a dress and they have it regular price $40, but they want to put it on sale and they truly are going to put it on sale, but they want to make you think you're getting a better deal than you are. So they'll pump up the regular price to $50 and then give you 25% off. So really they're only discounting it by like 10%, but they're making you think like you're getting it 25%. And unless you remember that it was actually 50, you won't know that they're doing something shady, but tons of stores do that.
Wow.
Very, very common.
Nobody ever investigates it though, huh? Or looks into it?
No, because they're like little mom and pop
yeah.
boutiques and shops and stuff like that.
Huh.
That whole brick and mortar, it's just changed. It's going to end. You could literally.
You called it years ago. You called it years ago.
I
like
did.
6, 5, how many years ago? 7. You said
yeah.
it 7 years ago.
I called it. And did you know there's this feature, you guys, on Amazon? If you go on the internet, on the website, I think it is. Might be the app. I'm not sure. But there's a place where you could click on the camera in the search bar and put a picture, upload a picture of what you're looking for, and it'll find it on their site. So say you are on Vici Dolls. Vici Dolls is an expensive online boutique. They're expensive, but I know where they get all their clothes. They get it in downtown LA. I know. They're paying dollars per piece on those things that they're charging $75 for. But they're getting it at downtown LA, so you can find it. Vici is not the only place. They're just private labeling. They're not their own designer.
Yeah.
So allegedly, I just have to throw that out.
Allegedly.
So most of their stuff you can also find on Amazon for a fraction of the cost. So you just put up the picture in Amazon. You could do a search with a picture, and Amazon will find it for you for way cheaper. Now, even the Amazon sellers have beefed things up because they are getting that stuff so cheap, and they're getting it for maybe $5 per piece. Say like a dress, $5 wholesale, and then they're selling it for $30 on Amazon. But Vici would sell it for like $60.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But so that's why brick and mortar is going bye because people are too smart now. They know they can go shopping, go, oh, I love that dress. Let me take a picture. Bink. And then they send it to Amazon. Oh, here it is on Amazon for $30. They could have it at their doorstep before they even get home from the mall.
Dude, the game has just changed. You called it though. You called it years ago. You told your ex-business partner, let's not get a brick and mortar.
I said
Didn't want to listen though. Told you.
I said live selling. And that now remember I wanted to do live selling.
Yes.
We did it for a while.
Yes.
We would get sometimes hundreds of thousands of people watching on Facebook Live.
This is insane, dude.
And now live selling's huge. There's huge platforms just dedicated to live selling. But look at Amazon Live.
Yeah.
Amazon Live, that's live selling.
Yes.
It's crazy. I knew it was coming. But, even me, I don't buy hardly anything unless it's online. I like to shop online.
I know.
I don't really like to shop in person. I get stressed out, overstimulated, and I don't really know what I want. And at home, I can think about it. Do I really need this? What am I going to wear it for? What do I need it for? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to order that. But when you're in the mall, sometimes you end up buying shit you don't even need.
Oh, man. Guilty of that, too. I've done that.
Yeah.
Stupid. What did I buy this for? Didn't need it.
All right. So hot coffee topic is you're going to share a little something with us today on the hot coffee topic. It's a really, really sad story. We've kind of touched on it before, this topic before, but now it's hit close to home. Real close to home.
So I don't even know how to explain or even say this story, but a friend of mine's sister passed away on 4/20.
On April 20th?
April 20th, recently. He got a call. Basically, his sister was getting, I don't know, ass shots, injections to make the booty bigger. I know there's a terminology for them.
We talked about how dangerous that procedure is before.
The procedure went awfully bad for her, and she passed away. They hit a vein, and they couldn't resuscitate her. They tried for an hour, and she was in a hotel in San Francisco, I believe, getting the procedure done.
It was an illegal plastic surgery procedure.
Illegal.
Performed illegally in a hotel
So
room.
yes, illegal in a hotel room. These people, it's big in Florida. They fly everywhere. They'll fly to you.
Yeah,
charge you.
they'll book a ton of people.
Yes.
On the same date. This is very common. There was a whole documentary.
You know
on
better
this.
than me. I just know that little experience, but you break it down.
Yeah. So basically, even when it's ass shot. So I don't know what they injected in her, or whatever. But let's just put it this way.
What is it supposed to be? Silicone, or what is it that's supposed to inject?
It's to whatever filler type hyaluronic acid substance to plump up the booty. Years ago, they used to do silicone, but they even the black market injectors stopped doing the silicone injections. But even if they're injecting maybe like some sort of hyaluronic filler that they got from China and they're not medical professionals, not doing it in a medical facility.
Nope.
But here's the thing. Even if they are a medical professional doing this procedure, it is a dangerous procedure. Very dangerous, and you have to know that going in when you're weighing the pros and cons of doing a procedure. This is even if you're doing it in a doctor's office and you're getting medical grade filler put in your booty like Sculptra or something like that to get it plump. It's still high risk because there is a risk of injecting it into the vessels or the veins, and it causes an embolism. Or a stroke.
That's what happened to her.
A pulmonary embolism or a cardiac arrest.
Hers cardiac arrest.
It's very common, actually. Scary common. Even in like a medical facility. It's a higher risk procedure for sure. But if you are doing it with someone who is not medically trained to do this, very scary.
So what is it that the girls do that go to Mexico? Oh, I'm going to say no names. We know spirit. Is that fat that's taken from their body?
Yes, but that's also dangerous too.
That can kill them too?
The difference is when you use your own fat and you put it in, it's just cheaper because you're using your own body fat to put it in. It is a cheaper procedure than to have to buy that much filler. Let me just give you guys some perspective. One tiny vial, like this big.
How big?
Like this big, a tiny vial of filler, like the size of my nail, is $1,000.
Damn.
Do you think that's going to make an impact? You put it in your booty. How many do you need? You need like 50 to make an impact.
At least,
right? So if you're going to get butt augmentation legally, like through in LA, you're going to go to the plastic surgeon that does butts, but you don't want to gain a bunch of weight to do a fat transfer, so you have to pay for the filler. It's like $50,000 to $75,000 to do it. Very expensive. And that is still dangerous because there is still the risk that they are going to inject it into a vessel, especially if there's numbing involved. And when you use a numbing cream, it like dilates the vessels and it makes it even easier to accidentally inject it into a vessel. If you inject filler into the blood vessel or fat, it could cause like a stroke, cardiac arrest, pulmonary embolisms, things like that.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Straight to the heart.
But if you are doing it in a hotel room with someone who's not, it's black market surgery, basically, that's very scary. And you don't have, the means to get immediate medical attention if something goes wrong.
Lucky my friend's brother jumped on it quick. And the lady that performed the procedure, she didn't even speak English. Ain't nothing against anybody. She didn't speak, but they got her. They snatched her up, the cops. So she's in custody.
Yeah, so she's going to have a murder on her hands. That's a murder.
That's a body.
That's a murder. That's a body.
You're not a surgeon. You're not a doctor. What are you doing? Injecting people with this stuff. And not only that, how many other people did she inject?
Well, no, I watched a whole documentary on it. They schedule it. Usually they'll have like an Instagram account or whatever, secret account, and then a bunch of people, they'll do 30 people in a day.
Yeah.
And it's like boom, 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 right after another. They make just thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, like crazy amount of money.
Oh, yeah. It ain't worth it, ladies. It ain't worth it. Just put in the work at the gym. I know it takes a long road. It's hard, but you're trying to cheat the game and do this.
Well, no, what I'm saying, I'm not going to pass judgment on that, because if people want to do what they want to do, that's
true.
Their business.
I get it.
If they want to if they want to have 4 lips or a tiny nose, that's their business. That's my opinion. But you have to be smart about where you're getting that procedure done.
That's what I'm saying. They're
Don't
not.
put
They're getting it
yourself
from amateurs.
Unnecessary risk by not they are not licensed for a reason.
What's didn't you tell me it's like 15% risk of death doing this?
Yeah, it's
and
like
that's from a professional.
It's one of the highest, a BBL, which is a Brazilian butt lift, or some sort of fat transfer, any injections into the booty. It's one of the highest risk surgeries that performed, if not the highest risk surgery, like in terms of plastic surgery.
Yeah.
There's a lot of risks associated with it. There's allegedly, the reality star Kim Zolciak Biermann or whatever, she had a stroke on a plane ride home back to Atlanta a few years back, or a pulmonary embolism or stroke or something like that.
I remember hearing about that.
And she had come from LA, and the rumor was that she had come from getting her ass shots in a known facility, like a nice place. Not that it was black market surgery. She was here in LA, and plastic surgeon's office, got the procedure done, flew home and had a stroke.
Wow.
It oftentimes does that. What about like that girl Jocelyn Cano? She is
I have no idea who she
went
is.
to Columbia. She was a shapewear model. We actually worked with her back when I had a shapewear brand early on, and she died during her procedure. And she had already gotten. You got to understand, this is the sad part. Most of the people that are like dying, they've already done the procedure a bunch. They feel comfortable with it. Like this was like her 4th time in Colombia doing it.
Yes.
To just get her butt bigger and bigger and bigger. And she died.
Oh, that was like my friend's
30
sister.
years old.
This wasn't her first either.
Right.
She'd done this already. So they probably thought another walk day in the park.
Yeah, for her, she's probably the same lady. She probably knows exactly what to expect, trusted her, blah, blah, blah. But today,
somehow that needle hit the wrong mark. That's all it took. It hit the wrong mark. You either went too deep, or I don't know how you hit a vein.
It's just a matter of when they inject the material into a vessel.
Yeesh.
That's what happens. You can't inject it. It's a risk for any type of filler.
So,
like if
does it work like that for men? Because when we inject, like I've stabbed my butt with steroids. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, you have to plunge the. And I've had a tennis ball before because you hit the wrong one. But
I don't know.
That's crazy.
That's a good question. I don't know if it's because of
dangerous.
I don't know. Because of the type of material it is. They're not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's dangerous regardless. I know it's dangerous even if you do it legally. So if you're in a hotel room, oh my gosh. And I can only imagine. So listen, this lady came. She's in the Bay Area. I'm sure, who knows? We might have a listener who knows someone who's gone to this person before.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or knows someone who's gone to these hotel room injector. Don't do it. If you really want something done, just save your money and lighten the risk by going to a reputable board certified plastic surgeon, not a chiropractor.
When I was saying earlier, it's not worth it. I'm not telling like do what you want. I'm saying it's not worth it going to these black market people. The chances are so high. Listen, if it's 15% fatality risk factor of dying or something seriously injuring you, that's from a professional. Now, what are the chances of a black market person? How does that go? Double, triple?
Right.
You got to understand, these are professionals. Now you got an amateur. Your chances just probably went up to 30, maybe 45% is fatality. That's what I'm saying. It ain't worth it. You're playing with you're risking your life to something that it's just not worth it. Either save your money, get it done right by a real doctor.
The mortality rate for a BBL is estimated to be as high as 1 in 3,000 people. 1 in 3,000 people who get it. And that's not the black market, not including
that's what I'm saying.
This is, yes. So 1 in 3,000. This is greater than any other form of cosmetic surgery.
Not type in black market.
Any patient considering a BBL should be informed of the risk of death from this procedure. 1 in 3,000. The leading cause of death, the BBL, is from a fat embolism.
Fat embolism.
It is the most dangerous cosmetic procedure that you can get.
See?
And this is in from a certified plastic
legit
surgeon.
Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is, black market, it's probably 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 500 or some crazy amount. Way higher.
Once the fat, it goes through a filter. So this is for fat and filler too. But then you add insult to injury, and some people, they don't even know what they're putting in them.
They don't.
They're not actually putting in medical grade filler into their booties. They're putting in other stuff.
Dude, I've heard horror stories of people using Crisco oil all kinds of different nasty stuff. Silicone, like.
Dude, that is crazy. 1 in 3,000?
Yeah.
I don't think so. So it gets into the bloodstream through a vessel. Travels through the blood vessels and gets stuck and creates a blockage that disrupts blood supply. That's why for the Real Housewife, she was actually done with she was on her way home.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Because
she has never come out and said that that's what caused it, but
yeah.
That's what the rumor was because she was in LA getting a procedure done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good that make people aware.
Because the fat's supposed to be injected into the subcutaneous space. It's not supposed to go into a vessel, so you have to be very careful. So when you do get it into a vessel, this is what happened to your friend's sister. When the fat travels either to the lungs or the heart, so it either causes cardiopulmonary collapse or cardiac arrest.
Wow. I just know he told me they tried to resuscitate her for like an hour to no available. Sad. 35 years old, man. Sad. Life cut short.
I'm surprised that this procedure with such a high risk, I'm surprised the procedure is even allowed.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised this is something that they even
entertain.
Allow to happen.
Being that it's that high risk.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
Well, that's why people go out of the country to do it.
Even scarier.
I know.
That's even worse because
it is.
You don't know
Mexico.
What
everybody's going to Mexico. Other girls are going to Mexico.
Oh, I know. We call them the Tijuana butt jobs.
Yes, you can. I see them all everywhere. San Jose. So
anyway,
obvious.
So sad. I feel it's been bothering me for days about your friend sister. It just feels so sad. She's 35.
Yes.
Just heartbreaking.
He's crushed. He's like, I didn't tell her I love her. I didn't get to have one last conversation. He goes, I didn't. You know, he's out to dinner with his wife. He goes, I didn't think I would ever in a million years get a phone call like that, you know? Like, came out of nowhere, sudden. There's no closure.
Sudden, no closure. Like, no, when was the last time I saw her? What did I say to her? Like, yes. I don't know, just awful.
It messed him up.
All right. On a lighter note, real quick, before we get into my next topic, did you know that there's a new trend coming? You're going to hate this trend. The new trend is trends. Women are starting to not shave their armpits.
Where did this trend start? The U.S. or Europe?
Rachel Adams did a photo shoot for Bustle I think it's Bustle magazine, and she showed hairy armpits. She said that we're supposed to have hairy armpits. There's a reason for the hair to be there, and women shouldn't shave.
But it's ugly. Even I shave my armpits.
Thank God you do. I do not like hair. So.
No, me neither. Listen, I sweat when I work out. Yeah. I drenched. What the hell do I want a patch of hair under there to make me more stinky? No
so
thanks.
You are anti.
Yes, it's disgusting.
Armpit.
Yeah.
You don't want me to not shave my armpit.
No. I hate them stupid ass
I
trends.
don't even think I could grow full armpit hair.
Next thing you know, they're going to try to bring another trend back. Oh, I don't shave down there either. Oh.
No, I'm sure that's already back.
Ooh. Huh? Is it?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people don't shave.
Oh. I'm sorry. It's my opinion. It's gross.
That's a no-go?
No.
I can't stop laughing.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
What if you had a surprise?
No, I don't want surprises. No trends, no surprises. That's, ooh. Sorry, ladies. I don't mean to offend any of you guys here, but it's not my thing.
Oh my gosh.
I just got to be honest.
Oh my gosh.
Not for me.
Well, we sure lightened up the mood. We needed to lighten up the mood. I needed the laugh after the
I get rid of a lot of my hair. Arm hair, leg hair. I don't like hair.
I know. You know, I don't have any arm hair, hardly any leg hair. I don't have to shave it.
I think it's stupid. What the hell I need? Leg hair, arm hair. I don't like it. To each his own, though. Some men like growing hairy legs, hairy backs, and chests and stomachs. Not me.
All right. So moving on. I actually had someone who sent me a DM, and she wanted to know what I thought about the set point theory. And I'm going to say theory.
Set point
because
theory?
It is a theory. So the set point theory is your weight.
Oh.
It is the theory. She didn't say theory because she was referring to someone who was talking about it as fact. And let's make it clear. It is a theory. It's not a scientific proven fact that it's a thing. but a lot of people believe that there is a phenomenon that happens when your body gets comfortable being at a certain weight. And it will do whatever it needs to do to stay at that weight. So it is a theory, though, because it's not proven. But there's just a lot of theories involved in that. Do you feel that way about your body? Like that you get to a certain weight and then like you have a hard time gaining or losing?
Kind of get stuck.
You just stay there. And a lot of people will call it a stall. But it's not a new weight, though. A set point means it's a weight you've been at for a really long time, and you're trying to get out of that weight. I've
been there.
And then when you get out of that weight quickly, so like you say you lose weight. So say I'm 120, and I go on a hardcore diet, and I lose 10 pounds, and I'm 110. But like the set point theory would be that my body will do anything and everything to get me back to 120.
Yeah.
It'll slow down metabolism. It'll,
But there's no data to prove that.
There's no proof. It's not scientifically proven that the metabolism slows down to keep you at a certain
But
weight.
I don't want to think bro science. I kind of could think like, yeah, that's possible. Because I feel like your body, you get it down lean, but it still doesn't want to stay there. It's like, we feel better 10 more pounds heavier. So, but again, I can't say if it's true or not. I don't know. But
so
yes.
Experts believe that when it comes to set points, your environment, genetics, and preferences all play a part to some extent. The set point is simply what weight your body has gotten used to. The set point is established over a long period of time. It's a complex thing, which I agree. It appears that it is your body's attempt to regulate itself. You know how like our body is always trying to regulate?
Yes.
That's true.
It
like
is.
Homeostasis, right?
Of course, yes.
But here's the thing, my theory with the set point is routines and habits come into play.
Yeah.
If you have been a certain weight for a very long time, it means that the things you do in your life support that current weight.
Yeah.
So the amount of activity you do, the way you eat, even the way you cheat, the way you indulge. If you've been able to maintain a certain weight for a good amount of time, you've created routines, habits, your environment has been curated to keep you at that weight. So when you lose weight in the short term, and now say you're a new weight, so say I'm 110.
Yeah.
I haven't adapted all of those routines, the environment, the structures. You have to be there for a while now.
Yes, that's true. 100%, I believe that.
It's not your metabolism. There's no scientific proof that proves that it's like, oh, your metabolism slows down. That's what everyone thinks. That's not what's happening. What I believe, because again, this is a theory because it's theories at this point, is that it's the way you move your day, the way you structure. You are structuring it to be at that. So like, for example, if you go on a trip, because people will say like, oh, it must be my set point, right? Which I agree, but it's just not what people think. But so say I'm 120, I go on a trip, I gain 10 pounds, I eat till my heart's desire. And then it only takes me like a couple of weeks to get back to 120. It's really quick because my body's used to the set point.
Yes.
But I also go back to the way that I eat when I was at 120. I'm not eating like I'm on vacation anymore because I hate to break it to you. If the true set point theory were true, if you went on the vacation and ate and but if you came home from the vacation and you keep eating like you're on the vacation, the set point's not going to come take you back to 120. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
So then that throws the theory out the window. It's your actions.
True.
It's your actions, your environment, the habits, the routines that you have curated. And yes, it is also some degree your body adjusting, but not involuntarily. Your body is adjusting by maybe, hey, I like to have more body fat in my fat storage. So I'm going to send out some more ghrelin to get her to eat because I feel comfortable having more fat stored. So yes, but then it's not miraculously there. You have to eat in order to put it there.
True. It's not going to just add itself.
Right.
Because then you define the law of thermodynamics.
Exactly. And so that you cannot defy the law of thermodynamics.
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
So a lot of times people will I see people on TikTok trying to say things like, listen, you are genetically supposed to be that way. If you have been at a set point for X many years and you stay at that weight no matter what you do, that's your body's way of telling you that that's the weight that you're genetically predisposed to be. And I call bullshit.
Bullshit.
Big time.
Yes.
Because for the longest time...
What'd you say they were saying this on TikTok?
The TikTok dietitians and things like that, they'll say, have you ever tried to lose weight? They're preying on the people that have tried everything. And then they always seem to go back to the same weight or gain back the weight they lost.
You mean gain and lose the same 10 pounds?
Yes. That's yo-yo dieting. Yo-yo dieting will make it feel like, it's not your body's trying to tell you that you're supposed to be at this set point. I remember I used to be, for a long time, through high school until I got pregnant with Tyler, I was, maybe 6 years, I was 135. And I would diet and I wanted to lose weight. And I just literally had myself convinced that I am just a 135 person. I'm around 135 all the time. I will lose 5 pounds. It comes back.
Yeah.
If I believed this theory about the set point, I would have said, oh, well, I guess I'm just supposed to be 135. And I'd be 135 here today, right now, right?
And you're not.
I'm not. I'm 120. And yes, I've been 120 for a long time.
Yeah.
But again, when I really think about my life, and it's because I do things, I'm so routine and so meticulous, and the things that I continue to do support that weight. Mm-hmm. Just because even if maybe I'll lose a few pounds for a little bit, I go back to my old ways and my old habits. And so I'm back to that weight. So it's really more of, no, you're not, your body's not saying you have to be a certain weight. That's your set point. But if you've been a specific weight for a long time, it's because you and your lifestyle and your habits and your routines are supporting you being there. And yes, when you lose a fresh new 10 pounds, it's hard to stay there because you're going to want to go back to the way you were doing the things you were doing before. Yeah. That's why you've talked about this a lot before, about maintenance is very difficult.
It is.
And that's why you create a new set point. You can call it what you want, but you create a new set point when you're able to stay at a weight for a long period of time, because now you've created a lifestyle that supports this new weight.
Yeah, true.
So you can create new set points. Don't let some fancy dietitian on TikTok tell you that you can't, because that's not true. Don't believe that you can't burst through barriers and be a weight you've never thought you could be, because you can. It's not, like you said, you cannot defy the law of thermodynamics.
And everybody wants to be the next guru of some sort. Mm-hmm. On IG, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it may be, across all those platforms. There's always some guy, probably has a fancy degree or so, talks his big game, and then people fall for it. Well, since he's licensed this or certified that, he must know what he's talking about. Nah. A lot of people spew bullshit out there. At the end of the day, balanced diet. That's it. People complicate it too much.
Yeah, and I do feel like, yes, it feels like your body is working against you when it's a weight loss. When it's a weight loss, and you feel like, man, I keep wanting to gain back that weight.
Of course, it wants to fight you.
Of course it does.
It's called comfort.
Yes, your body does not like having to have dipped into the fat storage and releasing it. So yes, it might make you feel hungry for a while, and it may try to get you back to that, but it doesn't mean that you can't overcome that. It's just another way to show that weight loss isn't easy.
No.
Weight loss isn't easy.
Hard.
And that's why it's so important when you are in the process of losing weight that you're not doing fad diets, that you're not doing quick fixes, because
no trends either. Stay away from trendy diets.
The only thing that's going to help you sustain your result is by reestablishing a new lifestyle that supports the new weight, the new body that you've created.
Yep.
And you have to be able to do that forever.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, yes, your body's going to go back to the other weight, because you're going to go back to your old ways. That's what it really is happening, in my opinion. And I've read lots of different opinions on it, and a lot of people agree with that. I've been different weights for long periods of time in my life, And it's not like a biological, genetically predisposed set point, like some people are trying to say.
Exactly.
You can use the word set point, which I've most definitely used that wording before, but I think it just gets confusing. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand what I mean when I say set point. It's a weight that you've been at a long time, that your body's accustomed to being at, and your body will help you. It'll help you maintain that weight. So you want that weight to be the weight you want to be.
Yeah.
But the longer you stay at a specific weight, the more of your lifestyle indirectly, subliminally, like without you even knowing, what's that called? Autonomously. So autonomously, things are happening to support that, to keep you at that same weight.
Yeah.
So the longer that you are, that's why also, if somebody gains weight rapidly for whatever reason, something happens or whatever, they tend to be able to lose that weight pretty quickly because your life hasn't adjusted to that new weight. You're not doing all of the things in your life to support that weight. You're still used to doing the other things. Mm-hmm. So that weight's usually easier to lose. So the key, if you have a quick weight gain, get rid of it quickly. When you come back from vacation, just go right back. Yep. Go right back. You'll lose it.
You start pulling back, you will. You'll lose it
quickly as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that weight that starts to stay on for a long time because now your whole life has, even directly, indirectly, everything that you do supports you being there. So right now, if you're struggling, if you've been overweight for a long time, that's a lot to unravel.
Yeah.
That's a lot of habits, routines, lifestyles, dinners with friends, and the way you handle social situations and parties, and the way you meal prep, the way you grocery shop. That's a lot of stuff to unravel and repackage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily that.
That's why you say lifestyle change.
Yeah.
It ain't just a couple of things. It's a whole lifestyle change.
That's why the fad diets, the quick fixes don't work. Because unless you're going to do something for a very long term, you will go back.
Yes.
You will go back to your previous, whatever weight that was, whether it was higher, lower, it doesn't matter. You'll end up back there again.
And those extreme diets don't work. People will do them for a little while and they'll break. They can't handle them. They're too extreme.
No.
Just don't work.
Yeah, I don't know. People want to do that because, nobody has patience.
No, they don't. Horrible. That's why they don't get to their goals. You gotta be patient. Mm-hmm. It's a marathon. Everything's a marathon.
You know what I think not enough people do in terms of like getting to their goal is take a break sometimes. You don't always have to be
chasing it.
Yes,
you're right.
You can kind of be like, you know what? I'm just going to stay where I'm at for a little bit and take a little break before I can kind of like rejuvenate myself to get back at it.
Before you burn out.
Yeah, and then you just kind of go into maintenance. And it doesn't mean you stop because you still need to, all those habits, you still need to continue with the habits. The only thing that changes is you increase volume a little bit. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's smart though, because I always tell people, it's a marathon. Don't rush things. And like you said, take a little break so you don't burn out, because you do get burned out. After a while, you're like, I've been doing this 3 months. Okay, I lost 30 pounds. I'm burning out. It's getting old. Like you said, take a break. Mm-hmm. Enjoy yourself a little bit.
Yeah, take a break. Add some more calories. I think you're used to tracking, right? So you'll be like, okay, I'm in a deficit. I lost 30 pounds. In this deficit, I'm eating 1,600 calories a day. I just want to go into maintenance. Like, you know how exciting it is to add like 400 calories a day to your day?
Yeah.
Like, you could have a lot more fun. Like, if I were to just today be like, I'm going to add 400 more calories, like, you could have a lot more fun with your food choices.
It's a whole nother meal. And your body will be happy for it too, for sure. And then stay there for a little while. And then when you're ready, like, all right, I'm ready to turn it on again. Then go back to it.
You're rejuvenated again. Like I recently, not that I really took a huge break, but after I got sick with COVID, I kind of like took the foot off the gas a little. I wanted to rebuild my strength a little bit. And so I kind of was like upped my calories a little bit for a while. And then now I feel like rejuvenated again. Yeah. Like even for the gym, with my supplements, just with everything. So I'm turning it back on again because I'm in no hurry at all.
No?
No, because you gotta enjoy I enjoy the journey, and that's part of the joy.
Yeah, it is.
Not really like only, oh my God, I need to be at a certain destination.
Yeah, right.
I just enjoy.
That's where people mess up.
Healthy living. I enjoy the lifestyle.
I think a lot of people have unrealistic goals. and that's where they're failure.
Yeah.
I'll make an example. I want to lose. I need to go to a wedding. I'm gonna fit in this dress in a month. I got to lose 30 pounds in 6 weeks. Right there, you already set an unrealistic goal.
No.
You know how hard that is to do, and unhealthy to do too. Let's just say you do it. You could, not saying it's impossible. You could accomplish it, but guess what's gonna happen when you go back to normal eating, or you have a cheat day or two?
It's my set point.
It's gonna go. You're gonna go off the chain and then some, and it could be worse. You can not only gain that 30 pounds you lost, you can gain more. It happens a lot.
I've heard people. Do you remember we had a friend who said like, I know I need to lose weight, but I know I can't be less than 160. I was like, why do you know that?
Yeah, how do you know that? Yeah. Why?
I mean, not to say that, I mean, sure, if you're happy at 160, great.
Yeah.
Congratulations. But I just thought it was a weird thing for her to say. Like, I know that I can't be. I was like,
can't?
But why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you're 5 feet tall. I'm sure that
if you got to 200 plus pounds, what makes you think you can't go back the other way? You got lots of room to lose it. It's the honest truth.
But I don't
know. But they put this thing in their head like this weight. Why I can't? What makes you think you can't? Did your body tell you can't? Did your metabolism send you a memo saying, "Oh no, we can't"?
Did you get a letter?
Did you get a letter in the mail?
Certified?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you know, I hear that a lot. I've heard that with men too. Oh, yeah, my body, I can't get under 200. I used to think the same thing when I got older, and guess what? I got to 190, and then I broke 190 as an adult man.
I have been 220 for a good amount of time. I was 160 for a good amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I was 135 for a good amount of time. I was 100 pounds for
I met you. How long were you? You were like 105
pounds.
Yeah, how long were you like that for?
A few years.
And that?
Damn. So I've been a lot of weights for a good amount of time.
So you know.
A lot of set points. So if that's set point theory, if that were true, then what is my set point? I'm waiting for my certified letter. I don't know. But don't let people discourage you, because I'm not trying to do this to discourage people. I'm trying to use this information to encourage you.
Educational.
Because I feel like in this particular person that DM'd me, she felt discouraged by the fact, like, I work so hard. Are you telling me that I can't get past this amount of weight because it's my set point and there's nothing I can do about it? No, you can do something.
Yes, that's fake news. You can do something about it.
It's fake news. Yes, there are some truths to the theory in that, your body will kind of like your hunger regulation will be kind of out of whack. If you lose weight, you're going to feel hungry for a while because your body's trying to get the weight back. Yes, that stuff is true. But not that like we're born with a fact sheet that says, Janine Escobar, she can only be 140 pounds.
People are in denial.
Nothing less, nothing more.
Listen, humans can get very, very, very lean and still live.
Yes.
I'll make an example. For many, 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 many moons, Africans were freaking stick thin people and somehow survived. You know what I'm saying? Like thin. They don't have a lot of food over there.
Yeah.
Ethiopians, people made fun of them. And over here, I think people are in denial. They think like, I'm so hungry. I got to feed this machine or I'm going to starve. Trust me, sweetheart or homeboy, you're not starving. Looking at you, you're not even close to starving. Not even nowhere there. You're like 30% plus body fat. Not going to starve.
Yeah. You actually can
get lean.
Live a long time without food.
Yes. People think that they need, if I go a day, I'm going to die. My stomach's burning. Trust me, it's just ghrelin. It's not real.
You're not
going to die.
You're okay.
Yes.
You're
you could fast for 24 hours.
Not that I'm trying to encourage that. I'm just saying that people, they're oversensitive about it. You know what it is?
Oh my God, are they?
People don't know how to deal with hunger.
No.
They just don't know how to deal with hunger.
I'm guilty. I used to get hangry and all that. I don't do that no more. I don't really get like that anymore.
No.
I get hungry, but I don't get hangry
No, I
no
have
more.
not heard you get like that. Speaking of which, did you eat when you got home yet?
Me?
Yeah. Or did you eat when you were out?
At a bar.
Oh, I made you a burrito.
Oh. No, I'll eat it as soon as we're done with the podcast. Thank you.
Because I had one. I made some for myself, and I made one for my dad. Again, I made one for you.
Thank you.
I had one already. I ate it. Mm-hmm. It was freaking delicious. The count, and this is not sponsored. I don't have to talk about them or whatever, but that company sent me those protein tortillas. It was the second time they sent them to me. It was a prototype at first.
Legit.
Now it's their final version. They're for sale.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the best tortilla that I've ever had at home. Regardless, I don't care. I'm not talking about how clean the ingredients are because they're clean. Yes, it's high protein. It's 11 grams of protein, 200 calories. It's huge. Yes. I'm simply talking about the flavor. It's delicious.
I want to take it. I don't want to offend them, but if I go order burrito, I want them to make it with that tortilla because not only is it cleaner, is it cleaner, You get protein and it's shaving a lot of calories. A real flour tortilla, those taquerias are like 400 calories.
Oh, I know.
And lard. It's all lard.
Yeah, and just bad ingredients.
Flour and lard, bad ingredients.
It was so good that my dad thought it was from a taqueria.
Didn't that make you happy?
He's like, what did you tell them to order this burrito? It's delicious and this tortilla is so good. I was like, what do you mean? I made it at home. He goes, it can't be.
Like you don't know how to cook.
Yeah, he always like clowns me though. He likes to like push my buttons. But he loved it. But it was so good.
Yeah, you need to put it up so that people can see it.
I did. I shared it. You know, it's funny because they're expensive though. I guess I didn't pay attention because, full disclosure, I have gotten now 2 packages for free. But it's a 12-pack. I think it comes out to like $25 or something like that for 12 tortillas.
$2 for a tortilla.
How much are you paying for those breakfast burritos that you get at that spot?
$7.
$7.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I buy egg whites,
Uh-huh.
the hash browns, the cheese, and the package of tortillas, it'd probably be about $4 a burrito, about half the price that you pay for the breakfast burritos, and better quality and better macros.
Because you could measure it, yeah.
But people don't think about it in that way.
You're right.
When they're breaking things
They
down.
don't. They don't.
I do.
But they'll go spend a couple $100 eating out.
Yeah.
And one thing twice.
One thing's for certain. If I find something I like and it's good macros and it's got protein, I will buy it. I don't care.
Especially if it has protein. That's the most important for us.
I do not care
protein.
About how much it is. If it's good, and these are a 12 out of 10. If I'm going to give like a rating.
No, they're fire.
Honest to goodness, 12 out of 10. They're so good. And yes, I will be purchasing them with my own
I want to make a real burrito. Like I want to go like buy carne asada already done from the market and then put it in there, make my own burrito like that.
They're freaking delicious. They're so good.
Because, you gotta try to make it like where we enjoy it and it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? I always told you that in the past. Like, you should enjoy your food and be good for you at the same time.
Agree. Not
back in the days, you're talking about diets or whatever you want to call them, meal plans 10, 20 years ago where, yeah, they're going to get you to where you need to be, but you're not enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the food you eat when you're competing, you weren't really enjoying tilapia and broccoli every day.
It's awful.
Yeah, after a while, you're like, ugh.
I read something too, because I read a lot of stuff getting ready for these podcast episodes. And I actually read something where some coach, nutrition and weight loss coach, was saying that the key to success with weight loss is to make your food very boring and to not get excited about eating so that you can rewire your brain so that you're not looking to food for joy. I thought that's the worst thing I've ever read. Now, look, it might work for some people, but to me, eating is part of making memories, life's joys, social. I did not agree.
These sound like these back in the day hardcore bodybuilder. I don't eat for taste. I only eat for nutrition purposes only. I don't enjoy my food. It's only to fuel my body. Man, shut up. I hate when people talk like that. They talk all like they're like a machine. Shut up, homie, because one day you're going to go have a burger and fries, so stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop the bullshit. I hate when people do that. I only eat for nutritional purposes. And man, shut up. Arnold said that I don't drink milk. Milk's for babies, like back in the days.
Yeah.
I only, man, shut up.
Oh, well, I had someone comment, because I do full days of eating. And listen, my full days of, when I film a full day of eating, it is truly what I ate that day. I'm not going to be like, well, I'm not going to show this, because I don't want people to know I had 2 protein bars today, and then I had a brookie. It's just a full day of eating. Yeah. Some days I ate kale and salmon with rice and I'm good and some days I eat 3 protein bars in a day. And that's just real life.
And look, you enjoy it though, right?
But it was funny because someone commented, I had like, I don't know what it was. It was whatever, one of my full days of eating, and someone commented, a protein bar for lunch? ? And I'm like, I don't know. Was it lunch? I don't like label my meals like that. I just eat according to my macros.
That's what people got it twisted.
I'm
like for instance, your first meal might be like at 10, 11 a.m. That's considered you're breaking your fast. Your lunch might be like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
But I don't really like.
Or you eat a bar and then you eat your lunch at like 2 or 3.
So like if you ate a bar,
I ate a bar
right
after
now,
the gym.
What was that, babe? Is that your lunch? Or was that your breakfast? Or was that your dinner? I don't fucking care. That was just stupid. And it was just this dumb comment. Like, I don't know. Was it my lunch?
Yeah. Like, what are we on a time clock? Like, everybody's different times.
But I mean, it's like, but they were like, it's kind of a negative comment thinking like, oh, that's all you eat for lunch. I'm like, yeah, but I ate 1,600 calories today.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether I ate this for lunch or nothing for lunch.
Yes.
That's what you got to change about your brain. Stop worrying about stupid shit.
I know.
Because
it's complicated,
that's what's causing you to be overweight.
Yes. Too much. You're complicating things.
Yeah, and I did have some people on a positive note were like, thank you for showing this. Like, I really appreciate that you showed that you ate 2 protein bars and the brownie in a single day. Because sometimes that's what I eat, and I feel guilty about it. Like, I'm being bad, or I shouldn't be eating that.
Oh, because they want you to eat real fuel.
People shame that.
Food all the time.
There's food shamers everywhere. They come out of the woodworks, and I swear it's
come out of the
just
camera
so
so I can
dumb.
smack you upside the head, you fucking idiots.
Excuse
my French. They just get on my
Yeah.
they make things complicated for people who
Yeah.
are trying to get to that journey. They make it all this or that. Man, no. Stop it.
Why you eat? I thought you're not supposed to eat that. Says who?
Says who? Who? You made the rules? I want to know who's the rules. Pull out your rule book.
They
Show me.
said
You're not
that's
supposed to.
bad. Who
They.
the
I love
fuck is
that.
they?
I heard. They say this. Who's that? Who's heard? Who's they? Who's them? He? She? What? Pronoun? I want to see the rule book. Bust it out. Show me. Show me your information. Show me your data. Come on. You guys spew, talk, show it.
I know. It's just.
God, the internet makes me angry sometimes. Social media. I just want to.
Oh my gosh, I get it
Dude.
all the time.
I know. It's just idiots out there. And they spew and I heard.
No, and they spread misinformation.
Yes, they do. I know they do.
But there's a lot of misinformation out there, and it's hard for people to weed through.
And not only that are you certified of some sort of at least we're certified. We did NASM, so we could talk. Are you? Are you on our level?
Yeah, I have my nutrition.
Are you a peer?
Too.
Because are you on my level? Are you a peer? Are you a certified NASM or some kind of trainer, or you have a kinesiology degree? I was a legit trainer for many years for master trainer. So if we're gonna talk shop, you better be on my level.
Right.
Don't spew stuff, and you don't have the education behind you. Just saying.
Right. Also,
Careful.
come talk to me when you've lost 100 pounds and maintained it for 25 years.
There you go. That part.
That's what I got to say. Mic drop.
There you
Okay,
go.
because like we
Exactly.
said, it is a whole different ball game of losing weight
Yes.
and maintaining weight loss. I
Yes.
have not spent a lifetime yo-yo dieting. I have spent a lifetime learning and tweaking as I went, but let the record show I never returned to obesity.
Yes, and maintaining the weight loss is the hardest. I've been on both sides. I've lost a lot, maintained it, didn't hold it, gained some back, losing some again. It's hard. It's hard to maintain, to stay
But
lean.
I feel like I used the knowledge that I had at the time, and I continue to do that, to do my best, not only for myself, but for the people that I coach.
Yeah.
You have to be open to the fact that things change.
Yes.
New studies come out,
All the time.
new methods, and you have to be open to it and not think that nothing is going to change about your views. I am open to changing my views on things as new studies come out.
Yes.
And I'm always looking for what could be better, what's easier, what's good, what's
Real science, real
Yeah.
data, though. Not somebody on TikTok or IG, I heard, or they said, or the rules are. No, none of that. All that's fake. It's all fake news. So don't spew it.
And I see it. There's a lot, especially on TikTok. There's a lot of people that have these really strong opinions about, oh well, if you're don't listen to people that say that menopause doesn't affect your ability to lose weight and all this, and there's people out there that say that. It's because they're struggling.
Mm-hmm. See?
Do you know what I mean?
Projecting.
Like you see that they are struggling. They are a nutrition coach or whatever, and they don't even have the answers for themselves.
And I hate to say it, this new era of coaches that I see in the gym and trainers, oh boy, nothing like my era. I'm just saying, they're bad, out of shape, some of them. Like,
I
damn.
can't understand how you can be a fitness trainer,
just
a
saying.
personal trainer. I'm not trying to be offensive.
No.
It's my it's the way I truly feel. I feel like, and I also feel the same way. Like I cannot stand when a doctor comes into like the exam room and they don't look healthy. It bothers me.
Yeah.
Like what? Or nurses, the nurses that helped my dad. Why aren't you guys healthy? You're in the health field.
Yes.
You're supposed
You
to be
should know
promoting
this.
a healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
One of his nurses had to go home because her blood pressure was too high, like mid shift, and they didn't have coverage. So we were kind of like when he was in the hospital, and
Blood pressure's too high.
she had a high blood pressure. She was not healthy, out of breath, sweating, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, shouldn't you
They're not healthy.
practice what you preach? Shouldn't you like fully embrace?
Unfortunately,
Like I embrace who I am. I am a health and wellness coach.
Mm-hmm.
I am a personal trainer. I'm a nutrition coach. I practice what I preach.
Yeah. Because you look to inspire, especially you're getting older, you're an older woman. You have to stay. You work hard to stay in shape. People don't realize that.
But I just when I was looking for a personal trainer many years ago, I selected you because you were the only one that looked fit.
Yeah.
Nobody looked fit.
Gotta look the part.
And I'm like, I want a trainer that looks fit because if he's not fit, how is he going to help me be fit?
Exactly. That's the way. You got to practice what you preach. If you're telling your clients they want to lose weight, they want to look a certain way, but you're over here sloppy yourself and overweight, you're a trainer, come on, man. You come on.
I also feel think about it this way.
I don't want to shame anybody, but come on, man. You got to do better. You're in the fitness industry.
No, but let me give you an example. So I tell my clients, I practice balance. I'm like, look, you can have a treat every single day and still lose weight.
Yes, you can.
But what if you guys found out that when I was trying to lose weight, I cut out all treats? In order for me to lose, I would cut out all treats.
Yeah.
That would be shady.
Yeah. Right?
Right? I'm telling you can eat treats and still lose weight. But when I want to lose weight, I cut out the treats. I just don't tell you guys.
Yeah, it is shady.
I mean, you could vouch that I do not do that.
And a lot of coaches, they do that. They behind closed doors, they lie themselves. They're not honest.
Or they'll do the opposite. Coaches, usually it's the opposite. What they'll do is they'll tell you, whole foods only, no protein bars. You have to eat this, and this many times a day. And then they secretly eat 4 protein bars a day.
Exactly. There's a lot of that.
But they're not going to show it. It's like, oh my God, don't tell my clients I eat these protein bars because I don't want them to know and I don't want them to be eating protein bars.
But it does happen. We've seen it.
It's just examples, but don't be afraid of protein bars, guys. They're a great way to get your macros in.
Especially if you're craving something sweet, like a
Excellent.
donut.
It does the trick.
Or a real candy bar, Snickers. I'd rather eat a protein bar.
Yeah.
Than a candy bar, because I'm going to get something out of the protein bar. The candy bar, it's going to taste good, but I'm really not going to get nothing but a bunch of sugar and carbs. Excess that I don't need.
You're going to get hungrier after. It's not going to be as satisfying.
That too. It's going to spike my insulin, right? Make you hungrier. Make me crave more sugar. Protein bar doesn't do that. I eat it and I'm good.
Because it's balanced. You have protein in there, fat. And the protein bars you have protein, fats, and carbs. It's a nice balanced little treat.
Yeah.
It's very regulating.
Yeah. And I like it because I didn't want to eat a big meal, do the podcast, and be sluggish. I ate a protein bar. I'll eat after we're done.
Now you're going to go have your breakfast.
Yeah, see?
You got to let me know what you think.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on Friday.
See you.